Do you want to hear a story, chat? You want to hear a story though? I'ma warn you. Bad story. I was meant to stream, like really recently. Trigger warning, chat. Bad story. Well, it's not gonna be a trigger warning. It's a therapist story though. Let me get my Okay. Hit.
That blonde version of you
happened.
looks even more feminine.
I went back to that therapist. I was meant to stream a few days ago, but I swear to God, this dude fucked me up. I thought, oh, tee hee ha ha, let's go to funny therapist, man. So to give you an update, if you don't know, I went to this therapist a while back, right? And we got a big giggle, hee hee ha ha, because he did this thing that was like called a muscle test, and we all collectively went, well, okay, fine. It involved putting my arm up, pushing it down, pinching muscles.
Open mouth smile.
saying numbers until, what's it called? Until something happened, right? And we all collectively went, ah, yes. That's going to be about, like, that's a real science, you know? It takes a while to train and everything. There was this thing. I went in this time and went, hey, it's been on my mind. I gotta ask. It's been like a couple weeks at this point. What the fuck was that, dude?
17 months of femboy
what was that thing? And, they said, and he went, I was expecting like a scientific answer. We did not say that's a real science. No, but it is a real science. What he said was, I went, hey man, could you just explain what that was and how it works? And he went, there's a lot of different explanations. And I started to doubt him. And my God, was I right to. Immediately out, just vibes in it. I'm not fucking with you. He went immediately out the gate. He went, well, it's about your chi. Your chi? There's no science. Oh no. Oh no, it's not science.
Oh no. 3,702 hearts.
Oh no. And this is like, dude, I swear to God, this is a guy that's like dealing with like neurodivergent, like people with like PTSD and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, okay. And then, and I'm not, dude, I got 3 stories for you today on this, from this one session, but it fucked me up like so bad that I didn't stream. It was, okay, right. Here's what it was. We did do that again, by the way. It got nothing out of it yet again. Oh, you know what he did this time? Okay, here's what he did this time. One of the things, he had me do the same thing, arms out like that. And then, I don't remember what he called this, but what he did was, again, trying to push your arms down and everything. And then, he would poke
Hi, Finn.
random parts of it. Like, he poked my head, my forehead. He poked, like, my chest, and then choked, and then poked here. And went, ah. What the fuck? He goes, ah. It's a heart thing. I love this guy. I love him. It's a heart thing. And at this point in the session, because I'm skipping a little bit, I have lost my will to ask questions, and I'm going to tell you why later. It's just I want to build to it.
14th month anniversary.
But what the fuck? And then, you know what he did to fix that? What he did to fix that was he went, okay, come here. We have 2 different chairs, you know, therapy. And he goes, sit in my chair. Or, you know, for the purpose of the experiment. I want to sit in my chair.
Hi.
And then what he did, while I was sitting in his chair, I'm too lazy to move, is I don't know what the fuck he did. I have no clue. Oh, he mentioned something to do with acupuncture. And I made a joke that's like, do you have needles back there? And he went, haha, no. And we just moved on. He also did hypnosis. Dude, I'm telling you, there's so much. There's so much. Anyway, how he figured out my heart problems, I thought he said you have a heart murmur and got really scared. But either way, he sat me down on his seat and he went around behind me.
RKO out of nowhere.
And he went around behind me. Fucking tackled me. He went around behind me and he just put this is my head. He just put his hand on my head like that. Or like that. Like just like a fine like that. I couldn't tell because he was behind me.
Why can't all men look this?
I know. So I just the hand on my head like that. And we sat there for over 5 minutes in silence. What the fuck? dude, anyway. Real doctor? No! No, he's not a doctor. This is a therapist. Therapist is not a protected term. You can just... I'm a therapist. You can do that. I can't say I'm a doctor, but I can say I'm a therapist. That's kind of... It's not a protected term in the UK. So, anyone can be. There's no training to be. But there is, like, a list of... Anyway, whatever. Complex. And boring. So, anyway. Yeah, I kind of went like, oh my god.
Crowder one pumpkin ghost.
Some weird shit behind me, and I wouldn't even know. So, he did that. The thing that followed, though, the reason why he did that, it was trying to get me to calm down. Why was Finster not calm?
Abort.
I'll tell you. People might know what this is, and I've forgotten, but Ashley knows, because she wrote him an email after this was... I'm not, by the way, Ashley wrote him an email after this was done, after I said what we did in therapy, and went, like, an angry email, and just went... Like, are you insane? I'll tell you about it. Hold on. Have you guys ever heard of something called EMDR? Eye movement desensitization, oh my god, desensitization and reprocessing.
38 months of watching this slow.
Ever heard of that?
Wow.
Okay. Now, if you, don't worry, it doesn't matter if you haven't, because I'm going to explain it. Here's what happened. It's for people with like, trauma. Here's the thing, right? It's what it is with this guy, because he put his own twist on it. I love it. He put his own twist on it. He was really proud of that. And what he did... and what he did... By the way, this is, like, a really fucking... Like, this type of therapy is fucking nuts and is, like, a really highly trained... Like, you need to be able to work with people really well to be able to do this. But he's essentially just going like this.
To be honest, if it got me the chance to poke and grope you all I wanted, I
Going
too
like that.
would come up with many BS science excuses.
Yeah, right? So he's just doing this. It's intense, right? So he's doing that, right? And then, so the Jedi, right? Without fucking warning me about what this was going to be like. So I had, right, I got to give you guys some information on this, because otherwise it's not going to make sense. I had a not too great relationship, which had some stuff that, you know, at least would be good for EMDR. A little bit of trauma, right? Whatever. I haven't really told you guys about this, and I kind of never really will bring it up again. But either way, it's really not my favorite thing to talk about in the world. It's kind of it. It's just there's a little bit of, you know, not my favorite thing to think about. So, what he did, what this guy did, was he went, we're gonna tackle that issue. I want you to think about the worst it ever was. I want you to think about the worst, the worst that relationship ever got for a couple minutes while he's doing this, right? He's gonna say, can you rate a scale of, like, uncomfy on a, like, how, like, scared you feel on a scale of 1 to 10. And I was like, after the, like, he did it for 30 seconds, and immediately I am just bawling my fucking eyes out. I am in tears. I'm, like, having trouble focusing on his fucking hand shit. And then afterwards he goes, how you feeling? Like, how's the, you know, what and I went, bad. I just, like, threw, like, things. I just went, like that. And like, on a scale, I went, like, the same, man. And then we did that for 25 minutes.
Yay,
Did it change? No.
I actually did EMDR with a real doctor who works with vets. It wasn't fast, but it helped me enough that I was able to interact with society. Not perfect, but helped.
Yeah, you gotta be like, you gotta have, like, at least someone to warn you. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Are you comfortable with that? I didn't even get that. Ah, motherfucker. Dude, that fucked me up for, like, 2 days at least. Like, 2 days after that day. Like, I was weird with Ashley afterwards. Like, I'd get really concerned about anytime Ashley was slightly, like, she didn't seem like she was really happy, I'd, like, run over to be like, are you good? What's wrong? Like, because I was fucking scared. This guy fucked me up. Anyway, my god, it was funny. Now it's not. I'm not coming back. It was nuts. But he did do some funny shit, which was, I mean, that one is funny to look back on. The genuinely funny shit is that, one, he did hypnotherapy, which we have a mod in chat that did the same thing and does actually swear by it, but fine. And then I haven't done the ketamine thing, but I've been feeling like way better. Absurdly better. Like the last like 2 weeks, I don't know what happened, but it was great. But yeah, holy shit, skill issue. Dude, hypno sissy. Yeah, he did so my therapist did this stuff. He called it sissy hypno. He ran and got this pink spiral, but it really wasn't my thing, so I just said let's do the normal one, I guess, today. And but no, he did this thing. He was like, oh fuck, what was the other thing? We did another muscle test. This time we got nothing out of it. We got like the heart thing. Oh my fucking god, dude. I put on my story too. I put on my story like on Instagram, and I said like, guys, I'm going back to that therapist. I'm gonna try and get some good stories, you know, and see what happens. Cause I knew this guy wasn't really gonna help me. But what's it called? It'd be funny. True stream.
Internet hugs.
And yeah, I didn't quite realize it was gonna be that bad. Good news if you're feeling better no matter what. I know, it's been really weird. I've been great recently. But yeah.